In earlier videos, I spoke about awakening and realization in stages, stripping away, burning away, dissolving the self. That language was pointing to something true. Effort prepares the ground. It clears, strips, burns away the bulk of the self. But here, I want to be clear. Realization, the final falling away of the self, is not effort's achievement. It happens despite effort and often by surprise. On the relative, the dream level, effort does appear. Meditation, contemplation, inquiry, spiritual autolysis, even struggle. All of that shows up as part of the seeker's journey. And from within the dream, it looks like progress is being made. Yet, in that sense, effort seems important, almost unavoidable in the story. But on the absolute, the void level, none of that effort ever causes realization. Because the one who meditates, the one who contemplates, the one who seeks, was always just a dream character. So yes, effort appears in the story, but when the seeker dissolves, the dissolving happens on its own, never through effort. And it's not just effort that fails. Even the mind's knowing can't carry you there. Still, the mind insists that more clarity, more understanding might finally do it. People often believe if they could just understand non-duality well enough, then realization would happen. But realization isn't knowledge. It isn't a philosophy to master. It isn't about collecting insights or arranging concepts neatly in the mind. Understanding lives inside the dream. It belongs to me, the seeker, trying to get closer to the truth. But the seeker can't reach the void because what falls away in realization is the seeker itself. And what I actually mean by this is that once the seeker is gone, there's no one left to understand the void. Understanding always belongs to the dream character. So when that dissolves, what's left is the void itself. Not something understood, but what simply is. Which is why the mind itself runs into the same dead end. It can describe, analyse, compare, memorise, but all of that still keeps the me intact. It's like trying to think your way into silence, like trying to use noise to reach quiet. The effort itself drowns out what was already here. It's a bit like trying to hear a whisper while you're still shouting. The whisper was there all along, but the noise of effort makes it impossible to notice. Or like muddy water, keep stirring it to make it clear, and it only grows murkier. The clarity was already present. It only shows when the stirring stops. No amount of understanding can cross that threshold. It doesn't matter how well you can explain non-duality. The unknown isn't reached through thought. A map can describe the territory, but walking the ground isn't the same as reading symbols. Thought is the map. The void is the living land itself. And while thought does arise from the void, shaped by conditioning, forming ideas, symbols, and insights, it can never turn back and grasp the void itself. It's like a wave of the ocean, nothing but the ocean, yet unable to contain the whole of the sea. Realization is not another thing to understand. It's the collapse of the one who was trying to understand. And what remains when that falls away is not more knowledge, but the ungraspable, limitless void. Not a prize for understanding, but the end of the one who needed to understand. And just to be clear, this isn't about a person moving closer to the void. The void was never far away. When the seeker dissolves, only silence remains. Effort never touched it. Thanks for listening.